So we're
Look, you're
live
crooked
on,
if I go that way. So you have.
rotate it.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you can go down here and you can see that we're going to make sauerkraut tonight, and we're live on YouTube actually. And I don't have a big YouTube audience yet, but it's you'll be one.
Scan
Okay,
the
cool.
audience.
So what
Hi,
I'm
everybody.
doing, oh good, yeah, see there's our class tonight. Great, excellent. She's a good videographer. She took it for college, I think. So you could see that this is juicy. You can see it dripping while I'm squeezing it. So it's already breaking down. And so we're gonna put it in this thing here. And then we like beat it because we want it to break down even more.
How many days did you have it sitting in the container?
Oh, we just did this just a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is we just added 1 tablespoon of salt in this, and I want to actually taste this to see if I could taste the salt, and I'm not sure if it's salty enough, but I could see that it's already breaking down, so, but I'm going to add a little bit more salt, so, hold on 1 second, I'll bring the salt.
Raw
And we
Fresno.
use pink Himalayan salt. And I'm just gonna put a little bit at a time. I'm gonna sprinkle some in my hand. So this is all that we're gonna put, and that's probably about another tablespoon, I think. So I want to make sure that we have it in here. And we can use either this nice big dowel, and this just breaks down the walls of the cabbage. And the reason why I put carrots is because it's a sweet, and so it helps ferment it, get it started. And so we're going to have this all the way, and I was still chewing that. And I was going to have somebody else do this, and if anybody wants to,
Who brought their big guns?
you're welcome.
Welcome to the gun show.
This might be too much for this little tub, but actually I think by the time it breaks down, it won't be, believe it or not. We can start with that amount and it'll be about down to here.
So how many purple cabbages do you think you have?
Well, I have probably 15 or 20 heads of cabbage, but you could do just 1 head of cabbage and do 1 quart of kraut. So if you want to just make kraut just enough for you, for, that'll last a month, because you're going to sit it out on the counter for, depending on the temperature, up to a week, depending on the size of the kraut, the cut vegetables. So if you shred it bigger, it's going to take longer. But this is breaking down really good. You can see the juice, you can hear it juicy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see that?
You can see it,
See how juicy it is? So,
And that's just from the salt, bringing it
yeah,
out.
and this is just
leaching
from
it
the
out.
salt, for making it leach out. And so then at the end, when we, I'm gonna get it in here, and I'm gonna give you a chance, if you don't mind. You can take it over there and beat it up for a little while.
You've been
Everybody can take
volunteered.
a turn if you want. You can pass it around, and we'll get started on something else. Because you can hear it get stuck in there from the juice. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, so we'll add this later. And so once we, you want to take this? Do you mind? Does anybody want to try it? You can try it next. And put it on that chair or the table, and you can stand there at the table and so then there's another fermenting thing that is very prevalent in the raw food world, and that's what is pickling. And since we're on this fermenting, I want to just show you and let you taste our pickles that I just did.
The gun show is here.
I was just thinking if you put it in the chair or on the, maybe on the bar stool, do you think would it move around too much? I think it's got it. On that one of those chairs or that bar stool?
Yeah.
The green bar stool where your thing is, like, you can pull it for. And that can go at any height. That can go down, or if that's a good height. Yeah. Will it be wiggly? It's too wiggly? Okay. Hi there.
Hi.
Did you come for class, or?
No.
We're closed already. It's 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. You're welcome for class. It's $35 per head, and it's unlimited food.
Do you have a brochure for next time?
Uh-huh. Sure. What did you want, sir?
No.
Thank you.
One of these?
It's a hands-on class. Hands-on. We have a new recruit. There's suction.
So this is another way you can ferment is in a crock. It's a fermenting crock. And so if you could see on top here, there's a trough. See on top there's a trough, and that has water. And then this is where we put this is the top that we take our weights off. And we have our grape leaves and garlic.
Those came from my yard. The grape leaves. Shout out to my yard.
Oh, nice. And then I'll get pretty big pickle. Right?
So they make
And
you
the
pucker.
reason why we put the grape leaves is because that makes it snappy and crunchy.
Oh, plastic has nothing on that.
You said for how long? Like a week?
3 days to a week.
Look at all this food you get at this class.
And then what? Lean against it. Lean against that, and that'll hold you. Put both hands. Don't hold on to this. Hold this. Oh, I see. That's how we do it. Like that. What? Oh, okay. All right. What do you think?
It's date night. Look, it's like stomping grapes on date night.
Yay, that's great. You're doing wonderful. And then we could actually, well, I'm gonna let you work on that. And if you don't want to finish up, then these are done. And so we're gonna remove all these out and put them in a jar and put them in the refrigerator. And then with the liquid. But I just wanted you to see that we made these like last week, and so they're ready to get out. And this is another way of fermenting in this crock like this.
Do you need the crock to do that?
You don't have to. No, you can do it like in a plastic container like this, or a glass jar. You do? Oh, great.
Something with a
So,
lid?
We'll have to just get this out of the way. I'm gonna. You have one of those? Liz, can you get this, or or is this too heavy?
Might be heavy, the center was heavy for you.
Can you get that side and I'll get this side? Hold it down lower.
So that we watch a lot of Korean drama, so they do a lot of kimchi. So that's what it's for, and then they have kimchi, but I never got
I
to
see
it.
that you just take all that stuff out. Okay, you don't have to do it anymore. If you don't want to do it anymore, it's fine. We'll go to the next thing. But that's great, and I appreciate you doing it. Bring it over here. It's okay, there's a towel. Oh, yeah. So let's see if they,
She's gonna get me.
so you could go buy this at any kind of fermenting tool in the Santa Cruz mountains. It's called Ben Lomond, is a little town, and they have a nursery that that has all kinds of beautiful things, plants and stuff, but it has fermenting tools and stuff, a whole section. So
What's the name of the location?
it's called Ben Lomond, and you can order this stuff online too. But I want to show you because I think it's juicy enough, and and I'm not going to add any more. So I'm going to show you how we're going to close it up.
Wow.
See how much juice it is?
So you didn't add any
Nothing.
water,
Nothing.
other than the
Just
cabbage,
salt.
the carrots and salt.
Just cabbage, carrots, and salt, and this is how you ferment. How my doctor said you cannot have any vinegar. I had to go vinegar free because balsamic vinegar, it's got the most sugar. Any white wine vinegar, all of that kind of vinegar is sugar. So now we're going to we saved the big pieces of the outside. So I'm going to put like a top to protect it so the air doesn't get on it. And so I'm going to show you a jar. Let me get a jar and we'll do another one small. Does that make you talk soft?
Is this everybody's first class? Mine too.
I have another little square, where's that little box that has the lid for fermenting? That little square wood box, round box. It's a little, I want to keep it working here.
I don't work here. I volunteer. So since Saturday, it's summertime. I work at a school, so my husband took a week off and I'm over here playing.
And here's another way. So we're going to show you all these more small home versions. Because she's going to bring me the weights right now. So these are the weights that I got at that store also. And so then you put it down. And then you push, and you can see the juice coming up. See? On the camera up there. So under the brine is fine. Remember that. Under the brine is fine. Okay, so, and now we're gonna put the lid on it and go sit it out on the counter, around the corner on a shelf. And today is Thursday. So on Monday, I'll check it, and it'll be good on Monday. It'll be ready. And I have some over there, I'll bring it over to you right now, and we'll see what that tastes like, okay? Can you help me? Yeah. Can you get
Yeah, because I think I seen on some channel or something where they had, they kind of had like a starter or something to get it to ferment.
Yeah, a probiotic starter, and you can, but that costs money.
Right.
This one is foamy because it's alive, And I didn't put cabbage on top of it to protect that top layer. So, but I can taste that. Very salty. The girl that did this on Friday night, she did a little too much salt. But it's okay. It'll work out. It wasn't her. It wasn't her. I mean, if you think that, oh, I don't want this top layer, but there's nothing wrong with this top layer. I'm going to put a plate of it, and then you guys try it out. Okay? Pass it around, and if you want to get a fork from over here, and could you get a clean fork? And yeah. So that's what it looks like. So then we're gonna take these out, and we're not gonna. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the refrigerator. Now
So is
that
this
we're
something
done. This one's
you'd
done.
eat by itself or add it to things? Or both?
Either way, you just take the weight out of this and put it on. And watch the weights. That's a good question.
Because I don't know if I want a plate of kraut for lunch.
So, if you want to heal your gut, you want to have probiotic food and some kind of fermented food at every meal. What we did for the first 3 years, we ate all raw food, 100%, and we had sauerkraut on everything. We put it in anything. We would fill up a jar with cauliflower and carrots and put the brine, like this made its own brine, but whole pieces of vegetables don't make a brine, so you have to put salt water in it. And so that's fermenting vegetables. But we would have some kind of fermented food or fermented beverage. There's another kind called beet kvass. And we have some of that in the walk-in that we've come out to let you try. So one thing that will happen for us is because we ate raw food every meal for 3 meals all the way to dinner, and sometimes we would have dinner at 7 o'clock, we'd be wide awake till 1 a.m. We had live food. We were not hungry. We were like so full, but we were alive. We were awake. So we had to stop eating dinner. And then we lost more weight. And so what we did was if we were hungry at night, we would have just a little dish, a little ramekin of sauerkraut. Or we would have a drink of kombucha or kefir, not kombucha, but kefir, because kombucha is made with tea, and then that has caffeine. So the kefir water, which I have here, and I'll give you a culture to take home with you tonight. That's your gift to take home. And
This is so delicious.
Isn't it?
Goodness.
isn't it so good? So you can, so we would eat that, and what it does is it lowers your blood sugar, it lowers your blood pressure, and it makes you feel full, and you don't have any sugar cravings. And so you go to sleep and sleep really good. So look down here. So what I'm doing is I'm filling this little small jar, and see how I'm pushing it and the liquid's coming out. Can you see that? And so you could make 1 jar this size out of 1 head of cabbage, like get 1 head of cabbage and fill up 2 or 3 jars, however much it fills up. And then you would have them ready and in your refrigerator, and you could take this and put it in your refrigerator at work, so you could have it all day long to eat, for that week or whatever, so you wouldn't take it every day. So then whatever size jar, so I'm gonna just fill this up, then I'm gonna show you how we use this other thing too.
And so the weights just kind of.
Push it down and have under the brine is fine.
Okay.
And if the brine is above, if the brine is not above and the vegetables are showing, then it'll get spoiled. It'll get moldy. And but you're gonna check it and watch it every day. Like Like this girl, she made some sauerkraut.
I did.
And did you put the lid on tight?
Nope. So it can burp.
Okay, so it burps itself. So you,
I still check it because it's fun.
Yeah, it is. So the other thing that we can use, here, come look.
I did your Ziploc bag trick.
If you
Good.
don't have weights, what would you use?
A Ziploc bag full of water.
That's what I did.
And
That's
you
what that
put it inside and it's, you just put a bag in it and Ziploc and just stick it right in there and it'll, and then it can burp itself, but no gnats can get it. You can lay a cloth over it.
Cloth overnight, so you're not
Yeah,
sealing
so
it
you don't
tight.
have it sealed tight, but if you put the cloth right over it, it's gonna get wet on the cloth. And then it's gonna draw gnats to you. You know, flies or insects or whatever. So,
So you put the Ziploc bags and then you put the cloth on top.
yeah, yeah. So.
I just put the lid, like, just set it on there. I didn't tighten it down. So that way my kids wouldn't mess with it.
So if you put the lid, would you leave like a little space for air or?
No, you don't want any air. You don't want any air, you want just brine.
The Ziploc bag fills the space so that it kind of makes a seal, but it's not like a hard one so the air can be released. The burps can come out.
So here's another little tool, I got this at that place, and then they have these other things, they're called nipples, and they actually look like a baby bottle nipple. That's just a flat thing with a nipple. And so this goes down like this, see, and this can push out, it's a spring. So.
Instead of a dowel.
Well, the dowel is to make the juice come out.
Oh, okay.
So what we need to do is use one of these.
A ring.
And you put that on. And you tighten that. And then you let that spring down and that keeps it
Oh.
pushed down. Okay? But again, oh, I already took it. What I would do first, okay, before this, and I forgot, I'm sorry, because I am not perfect, I would put a piece of cabbage, a bigger little piece, to push, and then like this, you know, so, oh, I gotta put this on now. And then, see, this has a little trough
Oh.
for the water. And the reason for the water is so then the insects can't go under there, fly under there. So we're gonna add a little water on that, and then that just sits out on the counter, just like all of it.
Your counter gets full when you're raw.
You don't have to refrigerate it.
No, you need to, well, you have to refrigerate it after it's finished. Like that one that I brought you, see the color? Look at the color.
Red.
See, it's purple, but now it's red. That's what it changes. And the reason, the brilliant color, it's full of vitamin C. High vitamin C. So it's the best thing ever in life. If you're not a plant-based eater and you're just wanting to eat healthy and change your diet, just eat this sauerkraut with your eggs. Eat it on your salads. Eat it with your steak. Whatever, as a condiment. It should be on every plate. Okay, so that's just another way. Put it on your hamburgers. Put it on your hot dogs. There's your chili dogs, you know what I mean? With your kraut, whatever. And it's great kraut.
So how would you, like, you said something about it would like spoil if you didn't do it right or something?
If the brine is, if there's air, like this right now, if I just left it out, it's gonna get moldy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just put a lid on it like this, it's gonna get moldy. You have to put a piece of cabbage, something, grape leaves, go get some grape leaves outside, wash them, put those on top, and put your weight, some kind of weight. So put the Ziploc bag full of water, and that's gonna weigh it down, and then you could put a cloth over them, and that's gonna stay there like that.
And so you would leave that like about 4 days or so?
Yeah, 3 to 4 days, and 3 days, check it. Take it off, wash your hands, have your hands clean, and get a fork and taste the bite. See how it tastes. If it's fine, eat it 3 days. Because if it's small like this, it'll ferment really fast. If it's thicker pieces, it's gonna take longer to get, or you might like it that crunchy. So it's up to you. It'll taste fine and you're done. Okay, so let's get on to something else. What was the other thing we were gonna make?
Smoothies.
Huh? Oh, smoothies, okay. And it is a secret that you do, even though this is like this, I would put it in something because it's gonna leak out. It will leak out. Okay, so you don't wanna ruin your cabinet, so set it on something. Okay, so smoothies. So we have, I'll give you a recipe right now and I'll let you taste it. Okay. Kale. And I will just write the words down and then I'll tell you the measurements. Kale, parsley, celery, cucumber, whatever's in fruit season, blueberries or strawberries or peaches, whatever. I do blueberries because it's the least amount of sugar. Hi. How are you? Are my people on? Anybody on? No. Kale, parsley, celery, cucumber, blueberries, banana. And that's for our green smoothie. And what is the base? Kefir water. And that's what we have to give you is for a starter. So I'm gonna go get, how much battery is on there?
It doesn't say.
Huh?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't have a battery? Okay.
Oh, it says.
I was gonna let her follow me into the walk-in so you could see the walk-in.
Well, it can go.
Yeah.
Let's go fast.
Come on, let's go back here, and she's gonna follow me. So here's our kitchen, and these are our mung beans. We always soak everything, and so that the enzymes are out of nuts and seeds, but these are mung beans, and so now you hang them in a bag, and that's sprouting. So those will be ready to eat tomorrow. Come up behind me. We're gonna go in the walk-in. What are we gonna get?
Kefir
Kefir.
and
So
smoothie.
this is our walk-in, and we've got lots of stuff in here. We have so many things, and I'm gonna have to move something out to get the kefir grains. They're hiding. This is what kefir looks like, and we're gonna use this. Can you hold it and take it?
You got it? I'll shut it.
I'll carry it up. So this is kefir. And this is, oh, maybe it's not kefir. I thought it was. Oh, this is cashews.
Mmm.
Okay. Cashews.
That was a good workout.
Yeah. We soak all of our nuts. So all of our nuts we have to soak, and the reason why is because there's an enzyme blocked that blocks any nutrition that comes from the nut. It's a protective mechanism. Just like if you plant a seed into the ground and you don't water it, then it's not going to grow. But if you plant a seed in the ground and you put water on it, it's going to sprout. So that means. So that's what our whole thing is about nuts, seeds, cashews, almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. We soak them in water, and then we use them for our recipe. So our cashews we use for ranch, for cheesecakes, for cheese. And somebody said they wanted to learn about cheese. So since I have this here, we're going to learn about cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese.
Gasso.
Yeah. So it's so simple, and we need a
I can't
food
see that
processor.
far.
So now, can we get a food processor up here, please? Anybody?
How long do you soak your nuts, like someone like me?
Overnight,
Okay, overnight, then I let them.
and then would it be in the next morning? Then the next morning you would use it, or the next afternoon, in the evening, whatever, when you're gonna make it. Food processor is either one, whichever one is lighter for you.
I never get to use use? I don't know which one you're talking about.
There's two.
The red
that are
one?
the same thing. One's a blender, and then there's two food processors. The Robocoo or the, you know what I mean?
The red one?
It has a blade that goes around.
The red one? Red gray or
The red one, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
The red
I'm
one.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
So you were saying about the nuts that,
So for drying, the only kind of nuts that I dry are the walnuts and the almonds. And the reason is because those need to be dried for the recipe. Because the recipe, if you put the walnuts, come on in. She's picking up go ahead and go get them if you don't mind. Like for instance, my brownies I make with walnuts. Well, I won't put wet walnuts in here because then they're going to be soggy and gooey. So you have to be dry. She's picking up the order in the walk-in. It's in a box, a white tub. Can you get it over?
oh, thank you, Naomi.
You're welcome. So she has this is Alexis, Rachel from that room, and she has a wellness center on Bullard. And you want me to introduce you? You want me to introduce you?
Sure, it's all right.
Yeah.
I want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm from Dry Fit Wellness. I'm picking up some delicious fruit from Miss Naomi.
Yeah, so she has Thrive Fit Witness, and it's brand new.
We just opened on Monday, so we do group classes, kettlebells, TRX, yoga, meditation. We also do personal training and other wellness therapies, acupuncture, massage, energy work, all the good stuff. It's called Thrive Fit Wellness. Thrive Fit is one word. Thrive Fit? Thrive.
Thrive.
Fit. Like you want to thrive.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
the goal. We want everyone to thrive.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's on Bullard and West. So, about the nuts that are dry. So, but the the cashews we don't dry. We always leave them wet because we use them in recipes that we want them soft. That's why we use them, because they're creamy, right? So we need some, I'm gonna give you this that you can sit the camera on, and then
Okay.
you could go get me some garlic.
When I work landscape, is it?
No, wait.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. Right now,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
What do you need? Garlic in the walk-in.
So you would put any kind of nut overnight?
Right,
The Brazilian nut, the
right. And then,
If
so,
I don't mind eating it soggy, I can just eat it like that, like I don't have to fry.
yes, then you would strain your nut and wash it, rinse it, and then add clean water to it and put it in the refrigerator and keep it in clean water. And as long, like your almonds or your walnuts, as long as you keep the water clean, they'll last a long time. Even like Brazil nuts, that's what helps women's thyroid. You soak the Brazil nuts in water and just leave them in water in the refrigerator so that you eat your Brazil nut every day.
I didn't know that, because I started looking about the nuts, and I know that, like, when I was telling them, and how it pulls nutrients from your body if you eat just nuts without soaking them, so I was afraid I had to dry them first. That's why I never did this, I was like, it seems so
The
labor
Brazil,
intensive, and
yeah.
never, like you said, you just have to.
You soak it and you eat it water.
How long will it last like that in the fridge, in the clean water?
It'll last a long time as long as you keep the water clean.
This is awesome, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you're welcome. So this is a Robot 2. So I'll do it backwards like this. And I start out with garlic, and I like a lot of garlic. So I do, because I'm gonna make a lot. And so I'll turn this on, and you can put it down there.
I don't think it'll be. I can see it.
So I make it so that it's like that, and then we could also add basil or parsley or cilantro or jalapenos and any different flavor that you want. I'm gonna just make it garlicky, and then we might change it tomorrow. Who knows?
Could you make it smoky with paprika? Would that make it
you could-
smoky?
Yeah, you could put, yeah, we do ours with jalapeno and red peppers and chili flakes and make like a jalapeno,
Pepper jack.
a jack cheese, pepper jack cheese. It's really tasty.
What
Are you
would
guys-
you liken this to? Like, as an actual cheese, would you compare it to like a cheddar or a?
I don't know. I've never been like a big cheese fan, so
Not a big
I don't
cheese.
know. But I mean, I think the pepper jack, the creamy,
Yeah.
it's spreadable, but you can make it drier so it's sliceable in the dehydrator. I've made beautiful cheese platters with 5 different kinds of cheeses and all. In one of these, I would put spirulina in it, and it would be green. And then I would put it in a mold, a round mold, and put it in the dryer, and then it would get a dark bluish rind around the edge, and it would be lighter on the inside. And then take the mold off and slice it and have tray. It's beautiful, delicious artesian cheeses.
You're so fancy.
Woo! So. This is garlic and cashews. And then I'm going to add a little bit of my probiotic. This is kefir. And that.
Rivka. She went away. Bye. Tune in next time.
Oh, is the door locked outside? No. Oh, okay. Hi, Rivka. So this is the artist of this. Come on in. Hi. Look, and put the camera on her. There she is. Hi, Rivka. I love you so much. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
I took my friends to Art Walk.
Oh, good. You always have beautiful friends.
And I told her, you've seen a lot of artwork now, that's going to be today.
Oh.
Thank you. Yes, here it is. I'm in the middle of a class, but you guys go ahead and check it all out, and I'm going to, I'm making cheese. So, as I told you guys my story a little bit, that is my story right there. To have the artist tell the story is lovely.
And this is one of her girlfriend, and took photos to her now they're married.
Oh. I've never looked that close at the wall.
Farmers market area. And then she wanted to rent from Whole Foods, and then she bought this food truck. And she does, this is the original Fresno Street, the water tower. And then there's that lady that we just saw, she says that we need to turn
Oh, yeah.
her hair red, her hair red. She goes,
On
"My
the-
hair red."
Bonnie. Yeah, that's Jackie. Her name's Jackie.
And then, so she sells her food, in the center of Fresno, in this little wholesale mall, how many times, and she goes all over. And then,
I love her.
and this is.
Hurley.
This is the guy that helped build everything, and that's the bird that he.
Hurley, that's my parrot Buzz.
Yeah.
And that's Hurley who I told the story about.
To see Buzz, because Buzz.
I know, he already passed
And
away.
then see that welcome to the mural district when we drove in? Well, I put my mural on there, it's not.
Oh, there.
Mhm.
And then that's the Arte Americas Museum that we just went to. And these are all famous buildings, the Warner Center. And this is her mom and her daughter. And then, she started this whole idea because of this lady who has a place up in Berkeley. or not,
Yeah, Cafe Gratitude.
Cafe Gratitude, and this book kind of inspired her to help her son become healthy. And then she's been on TV all the time, she's always doing TV shows, and then here's her, and this is their logo in front of their truck. And these are the famous things that were in the.
Fulton Mall.
Fulton Mall, and now they've changed it, but they're all still there, they're just moved it.
And they're working too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
And then the 1455 store on the corner when we went to the rock. Yeah. And then
Nutritional yeast, this is B12.
And then, what is
Cheesy flavor, nutritional yeast.
And these are all participants that help build her business. All of
Yeah.
these people, like, really made a difference in her life. And this is her, you know, this is her grandson. Here she is in her famous little house. Carrying vegetables, fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
And then here she is in her new place.
Right here.
This is a picture of the new place. And this is their mission statement and their vision statement.
Isn't that cool?
Awesome, yeah.
So this is something that.
What an honor. Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me be my friend. And thanks for coming to class, kids.
She teaches art.
So, well, I want to let you continue with class. Thank you for letting me interrupt.
You're welcome. And would you like anything else?
No, we'll take the salad and then
Okay.
we're gonna move along so you guys can finish with us. Because we really need to learn. I mean, you really need to learn that.
Right.
Yeah, what do you
Thank so
do?
much. I love you, Rivka.
I love you too.
Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
So what is it called if everything's raw? Do you make instead of cook?
Prepare.
Prepare.
So I added just a little bit of nutritional yeast, and it kind of gives it just a cheesier flavor. And so I'm still incorporating it. You can make it a little more runny because you can dry it, and there's an easy way to make it different textures. I'm going to show you. I'm just gonna- No, it's just cashew. You saw what I put in there. Cashew and
Garlic and kefir and newt.
and then I put kefir water in there. The kefir water is a probiotic. And so, you know, you've gone to a party and had cheese balls, right? So you could line something like this with a cheesecloth and then dump the whole thing into it and cover it up and sit it on the counter, outside on your counter, overnight.
Wow.
And dry it, let it just ferment. Because cheese ferments, right? Everybody gets scared. They're like, oh my God, it's gonna go rotten. No, it's not gonna go rotten. It's got kefir inside of it, so it's making it tart and sour already. How I make that happen faster is we put it on the trays of the dehydrator and put it in the dehydrator and dry it, heat it up, warm it up. It's just like the same. You could sit it by a heater to have it warm, a fan or anything. I mean, I put it inside the dryer and just dry it to get it. You could leave it there for 1 day or 2 days. It depends on how dry you want it to be, what kind of cheese you're kind of looking for. It's like, this is like a very spreadable cheese right now. And oh, I didn't even put any salt. So I need to put salt because cheese is salty. So I'm gonna put probably like almost a tablespoon and a half maybe. That's pink Himalayan salt. And I need to incorporate that. And that's it. That's how you make cheese. And it doesn't matter what kind of nut you use. You could use almonds and do that. Or you could use sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds or cashews. Cashews makes the prettiest because it's white and it's creamy. But I'll show you, we can pass around some sunflower seed cheese. I'm going to see what this tastes like. And I put it on the back of my hand. It needs more salt. It's definitely not cheese yet. And again, the probiotic makes it ferment, makes it sour. The more sour, the better. I like it. Yeah, it's more like cheese. Cheese is sour.
So what do you get?
organic Whole Foods, or you can get it at Winco.
I get it in the bulk at Winco.
In the bulk. In fact, I order like 25-pound bag of it from Winco.
Yeah, I just got mine from Winco. It's the
So I'm gonna
sunflower.
let you taste, this is sunflower seed basil. That's what I'm talking about right here. Oh. Sunflower seed basil cheese. Does anybody want to try this is our jalapeno.
Our pepper jack.
Our pepper jack. This is our pepper jack. How's that? The first one is sunflower seeds, and then it's basil. And it's just fresh basil and garlic, and then nutritional yeast and salt. That's it. And then we have pumpkin seeds that are soaking in there right now. We can make pumpkin seed cheese right now. That's the cashew. It's everything with this except this jalapeno. And then you can put even red chili flakes in it. So easy. So easy.
It's so easy.
And it's so fun. It's like you don't have to use the recipe, just make it, just create it.
So how do you get kefir? I don't understand how that shows up. Do you buy it or do you make it?
Kefir?
Yeah.
I have it. I gotta go get to the culture and I don't know where it's at. Oh, I know where it's at now. It's in there culturing.
It's culturing.
I think it's in the sink. I saw it. I'll go get it and come back. So, does anybody else have any other questions? And then we're gonna go to the next thing, but I'm gonna show you I will find the kefir grains. Yeah. So, this is our kefir grains. This is a culture this is a probiotic, this is bacteria and yeast, that it's a symbiotic relationship between bacteria and yeast that creates this probiotic beverage.
Looks like rice.
Yeah.
It comes together.
But
So-
and it creates this liquid. So you put water and sugar, and the sugar we use is the Indian sugar that we get from the Indian store. It's called jaggery.
So you just go and buy kefir granules?
We used to use all these things that I'm putting over here. You can take away
Why would you use that sugar from Indian?
because it's not been processed. It still has the molasses in it. We used to use Rapadura, which is unrefined, unprocessed. It has the molasses in it, hasn't been stripped out. It's called Rapadura. Rapunzel is the brand that is made, but it's really hard to find. And I used to get it in 50-pound bags, and now you can't get it like that. Christina's used to get it for me, and I would take my culture there, and people would buy that and buy the sugar from her and take it home and make kefir at home. I'll let you, so this is the base that we use for our green smoothie. So in our smoothies, we would put kefir and kale, parsley, celery, cucumber, blueberry, and banana, and blend it. So like, say, pretend like this is your blender. I would have one bunch of kale. I would go like this and just strip off the top half. So the half would be in there. Parsley, I do the same. So cucumber, I cut it in half. And then celery, I would do like maybe 1 or 2 sticks. Chop it up, put it in there. And then blueberries, like 1 cup, and 2 bananas. And blend that. And that's your smoothie. And so I have that if you want to taste it. You want to taste smoothie?
It's good.
Did you say that just 2 stalks of celery?
We put some more, but I don't know where it's at. A half of a cucumber, like one long, like just like this much, about a half a cucumber, just chop it up. You can do it as much as you have, like, you might not have celery one day, so you might just use up a whole cucumber.
Yeah.
Just, you just put it, okay. So kale, parsley, celery, cucumber, blueberry, banana. And I have some little cups here. I'll give you little samples. So we're open at 7 a.m. in the morning, and we serve breakfast here. So we have a combo meal for breakfast, and it's a green smoothie and blueberry buckwheat pancakes.
Delicious.
2, 4, 6, 2,
Delicious.
4. Yeah, very good. Let me get this to pretend like it's a tray.
Mm.
This combo, do you do it on Saturdays also, or?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do it on Saturday too. Absolutely. But if people want to do it during the week and they want to pick it up early before they can call in an order, we'll get it ready and we can bring it out to the curb and you won't have to park, and we can just hand it to you. You can call us when you're out on the freeway and we'll bring it out. You can pay online if you want, or pay with. Are you gonna come be our server? Thank you. So this kind of looks bad, it has crumbs on it, but. Yeah, it's good.
Good.
So that is, and you see that has like a little bubbly taste to it, that's the probiotic. So I had an eye doctor in Madeira that she had me come out she would do these workshops all the time. And so she was always showing people how to make these green smoothies. Well, when she found out how to make this kefir and saw that she was using water for her smoothie or apple juice for her smoothie, she was realizing it was too sweet, it was too much sugar she was adding.
Yeah.
But she realized this is so much better when she started making this, because when she was making her regular green smoothie, she was really gassy. And this totally helped make it all digest better, because it was a probiotic. So the idea in Chinese medicine, and that's where I learned from immune nutrition, a portion of it was that you always have your fruit first for your food combining, and so that you won't be gassy. So you always have your green smoothie first in the morning, and our blueberries first in the morning before you have any other food, because it digests really fast. So it's trying to go past everything else, and that's why it's making all that noise on the way out.
I'm gonna share your video on mine.
Okay, so this kefir grains right here, how you make this. And I can give you this if you want it. If you don't want it tonight, you want to come back and get it another time, you're welcome to do that. Just ask me, and I can give it to you. Even on the truck, you let me know if you want it. I had somebody pick it up at Kaiser on Wednesday. It's about 9 ounces of this, and you would put, and I have I'm just going to tell you quickly, but I have a YouTube video on it. So just write Naomi kefir water on YouTube, and it'll come right up on the very first one.
Mm.
So it's a cup of this in 1 gallon jar, and where you can get a 1 gallon jar is in any Italian deli. But in the Tower District, they have them for 25 cents. They sell you a box for $1, and it's 4 jars. And it's really nice to store things in glass jars, so there's no plastic leaching. Tower District, it's Piemonte's.
Oh, really?
It's an
They have
Italian.
jars there?
They have jars there. It's from their peppers that they buy, and they use too many, so they have a lot. So,
I'm not seeing it. Is it on Raw Fresno?
where?
Is this where
That's
we're
on
live?
YouTube.
Oh, I don't have your
That's
YouTube.
Naomi on YouTube.
Okay.
So you said 9 ounces of that?
9 ounces of this, so it's a cup that I give to you. You can go to buy it off the truck or whatever, it'd be $5. But you're a guest in my class, you just say, oh, I was in your class and I didn't get my keeper grains yet, so I'll give it to you. And so you use the cup of that, so pretend this is a gallon, you put this in it, you put the sugar in it, and how much sugar is like these pods, and I put like 5 in a gallon. And then you fill up with water, with clean water. No chlorine water.
No Sanger water.
Osmosis, huh?
No Sanger water.
No Sanger water. Just well water or reverse osmosis water, bottled water, something like that. And sit it out on the counter overnight with the closed lid. It's got to be closed. You don't want any insects getting in it. And it can't be, it has to be a loose lid, because if it's tight, it's gassy, it's gonna bubble up, it's gonna ferment, it's fermenting, so it's causing gas, it has to burp. So you want it loose. So then, if you want a second ferment, if you want it to taste like kombucha, like GT's flavorful with fruit flavor or something, you could put it, you strain it, take this stuff through, you pour it through the strainer, so you're catching that. But you're gonna reuse this, put it in another jar. You continue, it's like a sourdough starter. It grows and grows and grows and grows. It gets bigger. You have to share it with your friends. You put it in your dog's food. You put it in your horse, cows. It's a probiotic. It's good for them. You put it in your garden and your soil. It's good for everybody. So you take it out, and then this liquid that's clean, ready to drink, you can refrigerate this and drink it. You put a lid on it tight, or you can bottle it. Put it in, kombucha bottles that you save or have extra. Bottle
Diane
it,
Toner.
leave a little extra space, or put a few strawberries in there, or blueberries, or slices of ginger, or grapefruit juice, or lemon juice. Put the lid on tight. Leave it on the counter one more day, and it bubbles, gets really effervescent. Then put it in the refrigerator, let it get cold. Then when you bring it out, you'll open it, it'll go psh, but it won't blow up because it's cold. And there you go, you have a delicious probiotic beverage that you can have overnight, one night, the first night. Yeah.
How many times a year?
Forever. This is what I got 8 years ago.
What?
What? I want to cuss.
How do you?
What?
When you're.
Diane says hello, everyone.
Hi, Diane. Hi, how are you?
This is 8-year-old granules.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, it's new because it's brand new. It grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And so I've given and shared, and you've had it
The
somewhere
gift that
else
keeps on
from
giving?
everybody else. That's my culture. You got it in Fresno. I was the first one to bring it here. Yeah, so you store it in the refrigerator and just plain with not any kefir, because you need to rinse it and make it clean, because if it stays sugary, then it causes it to turn like alcoholic-y, and it's like gross. So you need to wash them and have them clean every time you reuse it. You wash it and then you do it again. You wash them and rinse them and then do it again. Okay? So that's the kefir, and we made cheese. What else are we making? Brownies. Are you guys hungry? You want to eat something else, or are you not hungry? You're like,
Rio says hi.
hi, Rio. Did you announce that we're on?
No, because I can't find it. This might be another, it's a hangout
Join
conversation.
in the next week, I'm sure. Oh, that's,
I think it's a conversation on something
yeah,
else.
that was a class that she's teaching. Okay, so now we're gonna make, so if you're hungry, I have some of my,
Do it.
Peruvian beans.
Do it.
And we wanted to know how to make that, and you're gonna tell us.
Do it.
806, because I'm gonna feed you some beans, and if you wanna learn how to make the beans or the dessert? I could teach you, I could show you how to make the dessert,
Dessert takes 5
for
seconds.
sure, and I could tell you about the beans and how easy it is, okay? But you guys are wanting to taste them, right? And, I mean, I want you to be full, I don't want anybody to leave hungry. And I'm gonna show you how I serve it, okay? I serve it with my sauerkraut on top. It's so delicious. Let's see. And I forgot I was gonna serve this other thing, but that's okay. So, I'm gonna get the Caesar salad. I'm gonna put a little bit, I'm gonna put a ton, because we're getting low on Caesar, kale.
This is what I've been eating all week. Have I made it? No, because I didn't understand the kefir. So I just eat hers. But I need to rewatch the video and take notes.
It's jaggery is the type of sugar. I'm gonna move this out of the way.
No, I haven't made the cheese yet, but I want to.
I'll come over when you do.
Okay. We'll eat cheese. We'll have wine and cheese.
There we go.
That's fermented, right?
Yeah. So that's kale, and then this is our Caesar salad dressing.
So good.
And then this is called a massage kale salad. You massage it.
Well, now you tell your guests that you're having gourmet food because it's massaged. It's gourmet now. It's been massaged.
Gourmet. No, there's no nuts in here. This is out of tahini and nutritional yeast and
Garlic.
lots of garlic. Can you grab those two things? I'm sorry? Bragg's liquid aminos and lemon juice, half and half. Bragg's liquid aminos and lemon juice.
Oh, it smells so
Yeah, you can take
good.
it off.
I've literally been eating this all week at home. It's so good. Make a big old pot of beans and you just have them all week.
So these are Peruvian beans, and the way I make these is we soak them. We soak everything. And you leave it in water in the refrigerator. So you can have soaked beans in clean water, just like your nuts, in the refrigerator all the time. And then whenever you don't know what you want to make for dinner, then you go, oh, well, I got some beans in there soaking, so I can cook those real quick. And I use these and I put them in the Instapot.
Can't you just use?
How long does it take to cook them? In the Instapot, just 10 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Can you use just tap water, or do you need to like filter the water, or get special water, or?
I put them in clean water. Everything's in clean water.
Define clean,
Clean means no chlorine.
so you filter it or you?
Yeah, well, we have a reverse osmosis, so it's a filter that I got from Costco.
So you could use bottled water if you didn't have reverse
Yeah.
osmosis at your house.
Yeah. So this is how we serve it. It's called beans and greens. So it's our kale Caesar salad, but it's a bigger
Yeah, it's a mini
bed.
version.
This is just a mini version. Bed of kale. And then it's a bed of kale. Right now it's not kale Caesar. It's not kale season right now, so it's hard to get kale. So that's why I'm being cinchy. I'm not sharing my kale tonight. And then this is ranch. This is made from cashews. But you have company come over and you could make this for them and everybody'd love to eat this, right? Sure. Isn't it so pretty?
I call the kraut confetti because it looks pretty sprinkled on everything. Confetti!
Confetti.
Or glitter. No, it's glitter.
Glitter, yeah.
Glitter.
So while you're eating that, now I'm going to show you how to make brownies.
The brownies are good. I made them the other night. The kids inhaled them. Right? Those aren't just beans. Those are like beans. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you my seasoning trick.
It's the best thing.
What?
Instapot. For if you're cooking
And
beans.
it takes lectins out of it too.
Is that good or
Lectins are
bad?
in beans. It's good.
Okay, that's good. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Lectins are the things that cause your stomach to be upset.
Oh, like the gassiness.
How do you like it?
So good.
Good? It's amazing, huh? It's so easy. It's so easy too. Let me show you what I use.
I'm shocked that you like them because I know what's in them. Because I know the seasonings. And I know what you don't like.
Oh, I can take it.
It's still good, huh?
I don't have an extra bag right here to show you, but so as your standard, see this brand, I get this from, in Oregon, see way down here, it says azure.com,
Is your standard?
azurestandard.com. That's my co-op, and you can join it also, and it's free. And they deliver from Oregon, they deliver here, and all up 99 to somewhere else, closer to your house. And it's like Whole Foods. And it's cheap, it's wholesale. And it's all organic. And you can buy in bulk, or you can buy one bag, or you can buy 10 bags.
That's seasoning.
Yeah, this is seasoning. I put cumin in it, so I put, for one pot, I do 2 tablespoons of cumin, 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning that they make, it's organic, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And then the other flavors that are there is just like maybe red peppers. Whenever, see here, can you come over here?
Yeah.
Oh. See like all of these things here? So in the morning I have this and it's all liquidy. I put this in the beans. That's the red pepper.
What was the name of the company again?
Azure Standards.
Azure.
A-Z-U-R-E.
Oh,
A-Z-U-R-E standards.com.
.com.
It's amazing. It's so filling. It's so good. Okay, so
That's why I've been
I'm
eating it all
gonna
week.
go Get what else I need.
Do you want me to follow you? I got the look.
Oh, that's it. They come down here.
The brownies are super easy and super yum. Yeah, I made them. It's literally like 3 things. I want to find out about this co-op business.
So, yeah, go on azure.com and, or you can go to my website and it's on the bottom as an affiliate. And,
rawfresno.com.
rawfresno.com. You guys know I have classes every 2 weeks, so you can sign up for next class, bring a friend. You can, we are open
Bring your
7 a.m.
husband.
to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. We go tomorrow night at the farmer's market at Clovis. We'll be out there on Bullard and Pulaski. Wednesdays are at Kaiser Hospital Farmers Market. In the next couple of weeks, like on the 16th, the 21st, we'll be at Pleasant City College campus. We're at Christina's Natural Ranch Market. We do deliveries. We have a subscription lunch club for a month or for 1 year. For 1 month, it's just very easy and convenient. You pay $144 for a month and you get 3 meals, combo meals delivered to your house or your work every week. So it's $144. If you want to save half price, you can pay for the whole year and it's $1,000 and it's 3 meals a week for the whole year and it's half price. So these are things that we're doing to help support you. You can get it delivered on Monday, so then you start out your week feeling really good, and then you make better choices the rest of the week. So this is, again, from Azure Standards. We get 11 pounds at a time of this cacao powder. This is not cocoa. This is cacao. And the difference between cocoa and cacao is cocoa is cooked and heated. And so when things are heated, just like any food is heated, the enzymes are killed. And so then you don't have, because our bodies don't create enzymes after 35. So that's why you need to eat food that is rich in enzymes. That's why raw food is full of enzymes. And fermented foods are more enzyme rich. And the thing about cocoa is it's cooked, and so it creates that stimulant. And this has not been cooked, so it doesn't have the stimulant because it hasn't been activated. So raw cacao is a little more healthier. It's healthier. So these are our walnuts that have been soaked and sprouted and dehydrated. And so it's about 4 cups. But your thing will probably just do 2 cups, your machine. And then I do, so if you want to do your recipe is 2 cups, 1/3 cup of cacao. And then 10 dates. Well, we're going to do a little vanilla. I'll do a cap full of vanilla. And a pinch of salt.
And it's always the pink.
Pink, always pink Himalayan salt or gray salt, Simbo. And then we're going to, so I'm going to put the dates. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I always put a little extra. And then you get it, you turn it on. like to do our salted caramel coconut. Look, I have chocolate on my face.
Rouge.
Salted caramel coconut balls that we also serve here. Instead of walnuts, you put the coconut. Can you put down the hot water, Liz? Put the hot water down, please. Thank you. Are you tired?
A little bit. That's okay. I'll lean on this
We're
counter.
almost finished. So here, come look in here. You see how it's getting stuck? That means it's getting really close. Here, bring it in here. Look.
Bring it in.
So there's a couple different ways you can do this differently. If your machine is not as powerful as mine, you can always put the dates in hot water and let them soak and be softer. And then they'll blend up a lot easier. But this is pretty. I can see the beautifulness. It's warming up the walnuts, and the oils that are coming out of the walnuts is what helps keep it all. Just a little bit of clean water, just like the sun. And I'm just gonna put just a little hot water in there, just a little bit, and it'll just glue it all together, so it won't be crumbly. And then, so that's what we're gonna do next, is just add just a little bit of hot water. Because I could really just take it out and it's done like this. But we're going to show you the way it looks like here. I'm going to move this out of the way. I only need like this much.
Okay.
Itty bitty. Oh, no, that's too much. Because it'll take like 30 minutes to boil that. I want it to boil in like 2 seconds. That's an Instapot to heat up. And our dates, the jewel dates. I get these at Restaurant Depot, $30. But the season changes, sometimes they're 40, sometimes they're 45. But right now, I'm very happy. They're 30 or 35, I think they're 35 actually.
I like candy.
So there's a couple different ways how you could serve those. You could serve the brownies if you want to trick your friends into thinking that they call and they're like, oh, I'm just getting off the freeway and I'll be there in like 15 minutes. And you're like, oh my God, I'm having anything to feed them. And you want to impress them. And you want to make these brownies like they just came out of the oven. You could, especially put the hot water in it, right? And it's going to be warm, right? And so we could pretend like this is a square 9-inch pan, okay? And we'll pretend that, and I'll show you how, or you could, so I have people that order my vegan birthday cakes, and I would serve it on a round birthday cake, so this could be a round, this could be a vegan birthday cake too. So here's my water. I feel it, it's hot. I can hear it boiling. So I'm gonna turn this back on. Get this going. Just put just a little bit. You saw how much I put in there. Look at it. It's rolling like that, so that means it's serious, and it's ready to go.
It smells good.
It's ready to pop this baby.
Can you smell it? I can smell it.
Yeah. So, here we go. I used to, so, yeah, if you could do it in here, pretend like it's a birthday cake.
Does it have to be walnuts or does it not matter?
It could be almonds, but you wouldn't, if you did it with almonds, which you can, I've done it many times with almonds, you want to do the almonds by themselves and turn it into almond flour. Or you can actually use almond flour that's already purchased. You could do it with sunflower
But
seeds.
not nut, that's what I was asking.
You could
it
her
nut free.
daughter is allergic to nuts, but she could do sunflower seeds. So yeah, you could make this with sunflower seeds. So we're just pretending like this is a square pan,
Brownie dish.
square brownie dish. And so if you wanna, or if you don't have a square brownie dish, but you have a round little cookie cutter, little biscuit cookie cutter, you could make the whole thing and have like a little platter of stacked little round cookies, okay? Or, here, I'm gonna get this little spatula knife thing, so I'm gonna cut. Or you could use what we do, you know, on the combo meals. Have you had a combo meal? And it's a scoop. So it's a little tiny ice cream scoop. So we scoop it. I would scoop it out of that and scoop it onto your plate. So it's a little ice cream scoop. So here's your birthday cake. Happy birthday to you.
Could you make coconut whipped cream or something and put it on top? And
Yeah.
fruit?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you have ever followed me, you've seen all the pictures of the birthday cakes that I've made. They're all on my Instagram page,
This is like 2 minutes.
right? Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, if your guests are just getting off the freeway and you need to make something really fast, and they're gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, vinegar-free, soy-free, yeast-free,
But super good.
peanut-free.
And
So,
super
1,
rich.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See, I always told people that they would serve like 15 people, so I didn't lie, did I? Because it's very rich.
It's very rich.
This is really too much, but I'll give them to you.
You can have it anyway. It's too much, but you
It's
can
really
have
too
it.
much.
Super
Who
good.
wants a piece of cake?
Get it up here.
So yeah, just come up and bring your plate.
Awesome.
You gotta get you for him.
Yeah, Richard, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Somebody.
to you.
It's my birthday month officially now.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I think that's the end of our party. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
I don't. You just.